My crazy ex-girlfriend, Sophia, wouldn't leave me alone. She was constantly whispering threats like seriously creepy stuff. One voicemail, she practically hissed, "You'll never escape me." She thought scaring me was her superpower, but I proved her wrong. I got her nailed with a felony, and now she's the one doing hard time. I'm 32, and I just gotta get this story out there. It's for my own peace of mind, mostly, but maybe it'll help someone else going through the same hell. We broke up 6 months ago, Sophia. She was 30. We'd been together for almost 2 years, and things just died. I thought we were both okay with it, but man, was I wrong. It started with the usual stuff, texts, calls, the whole 9 yards. After I told her it was over, I blocked her number. Huge mistake. It just made her find even crazier ways to contact me. Emails from fake accounts, messages on apps I barely used, calls from burner phones. It was insane. The messages kept getting worse, blaming me for everything imaginable. You know, the typical toxic ex-girlfriend playbook. At first, I just thought it was annoying that it would eventually blow over. Then came that voicemail. It was around 2 a.m. about 3 months ago. No crying or anything, just this chilling, gravelly whisper. She said, "You think you can just leave Ethan? Throw me away, you'll see, you'll never get rid of me, never, you belong to me, you'll never escape me." That wasn't just some sad breakup stuff, that was a straight-up threat. My gut screamed it. I went to the police right away. I showed them everything, the messages, the voicemail. They gave me the usual song and dance. Document everything, keep blocking her, call if things get worse, and think about a restraining order. So that's what my life became. Document, document, document. Screenshots of texts from fake profiles, saving every email, using a call recording app constantly. I even started a log, date, time, everything. It was exhausting. Yeah, maybe I sound a little cold. But when you get those words, that crap on your voicemail, something clicks. The fear, it shifts. It becomes laser focus. She thinks she can scare me? All right, bring it on. Every single thing she says, it's just another thing I can use. My new project, gathering proof. It's really starting to escalate. Feels like she's poking a sleeping bear, seeing how far she can go. Let her try. I'm prepared. And the drama, oh, it's still going strong. What a surprise, right? So after that voicemail, Sophia disappeared for about a week. False alarm. Then the sightings started, nothing direct, just there. Her car parked down the street. I saw her near my usual coffee place. Once I saw her across the street when I was out with a friend, just staring. Super creepy, obviously designed to freak me out, make me feel watched all the time. And it worked. I'm a little more on edge now. I upped my security game. Got a doorbell cam, a little camera on my balcony, front and back, plus a dash cam in my car. Everything's saved to the cloud. Overkill? Nope, it felt totally necessary. Then the social media attacks got worse. Fake accounts, DMing my friends, even my sister, spreading lies about how I'm abusive, unstable, how I broke her. Some friends laughed it off, others got weird. My sister called, freaking out. After Sophia fed her some load of crap. It took a whole hour to explain what was actually going on. So infuriating. And then her bestie, Maya, who's in her 30s, started chiming in publicly. I saw her comment on an old pic, calling me a coward. Blocked. Seriously, the nerve of some people. Honestly, it's wild how they just swallow Sophia's version of events whole like I'm the villain and she's some innocent lamb. The whole thing makes zero sense to me. Then I found a note on my windshield typed out, no name, just, "I see you, you can't hide." Awesome. Added it to the collection. Photos, dates, times, all logged. This constant feeling of being harassed, this effort to push everyone away from me, the feeling like I was being watched all the time. I was done. I went back to the police with the whole thing. Screenshots, pictures, doorbell camera, dash cam footage of her car, the works. They finally took me seriously. They helped me file for a restraining order. We got a court date. Part of me really hoped this legal action would knock some sense into her. But the larger part of me knew it would just make her even angrier. She just doesn't seem to think she's ever wrong, you know? I'm still keeping track of everything. Every blocked call, every time she creeps by the house or the office, it's all documented on camera. My binder is getting thick. Sleep's been terrible. But every time she does something stupid, a little part of me thinks, good, more evidence. Maybe I'm messed up, I don't know, but that's how I'm dealing with it. Just an update. The restraining order was approved. It's permanent. Sophia showed up to court with Maya. She cried, lied, claimed I was harassing her. My binder of evidence, texts, logs, photos, everything was key. The judge heard the voicemail too. That shut that down fast. 100 yards, no contact, end of story. Did it work? Yeah, for like 2 whole days. Then the violations started again, an anonymous email. Paper won't protect you. And then she started driving by my work. Dashcam caught it all. I was at my usual grocery store, you know? And there she was, smirking at me from across the aisle, then disappearing like a ghost. Every single time. Another police report, another page added to that stupid binder. It's such a drag, but I have to do it. Then wham, last Tuesday, leaving work, her car S parked right in front of mine. She gets out, comes straight to my window. My doors were locked, of course. My phone was already recording, dashcam rolling. "Think you're clever, Ethan?" she snarls. "Hiding behind the police," I told her calmly. "Sophia, leave, you're breaking the restraining order." She just laughed. "This piece of paper means nothing, we belong together." I said, "Leave now or I'm calling the police." She leaned in, whispering, "I told you, you'll never get rid of me." Then she keyed my car, a huge scratch down the side. She just jumped in her car and took off. I called 911, the cops came, filed a report, saw the damage. They watched the dashcam footage, they were not happy. They added felony vandalism to her rap sheet. A few days later, some unknown number calls. It's Caleb, Sophia's brother, probably in his 30s. He says, "Listen, man, you gotta back off." I'm like, "Back off? She's stalking me. Violated a court order, keyed my car." He says, "She's heartbroken, you dumped her. You're ruining her life with all this police stuff. You don't know what real trouble is." That was a thinly veiled threat. He hung up. I logged the call, blocked the number. So now the whole family's on her crazy train, blaming me for everything. Maya's posting cryptic crap online about loyalty. It's unbelievable. The stress is killing me, but worse than that is the fear. It's turning into pure, cold anger. All right, if she wants to keep this up, fine. I'll keep a record of her implosion. I talked to the DA's office through the restraining order contact. Violations, threats, vandalism, the whole shebang. They're officially considering felony aggravated stalking charges. Honestly, this isn't just about getting back at her anymore. I won't lie, that thought is pretty sweet, but it's about making her stop. Forever. Her and her crew thinking I'm the bad guy, it just makes me even more determined. Bring it on, the pile of evidence is growing. So update? Crap, everything went to hell, like nuclear winter bad. Sophia went full crazy. I heard the psycho got called into HR at work. Some serious accusations. My gut just dropped. I walked in there and the HR lady and my boss looked grim. Apparently, somebody sent an anonymous email to the ethics hotline, accusing me of workplace harassment, sending inappropriate messages to some coworker, making the place a hostile environment. It even hinted at substance abuse. It used all that corporate jargon, to make it sound legit. It was so obviously Sophia, probably with help from Maya, who's got that whole corporate lingo thing down. She's trying to ruin my career now because stalking wasn't bad enough. The nerve of her. How dare I have a job and a life when she's miserable because of her own choices? Lucky for me, I've got a clean record and my boss knows me. But the thing that really saved me was my proof. I laid it all out calmly. The breakup, the stalking, the threats, the restraining order, all the violations, the vandalism, the police reports, the possible felony charges. I explained about Maya and Caleb helping her out, the enablers. I offered to walk them through everything. I brought up how that anonymous email showed up at the perfect time. HR went from just going through the motions to actually sounding worried. They figured it out. Basically, they told me they'd deal with the fake complaint themselves and thank me for being upfront. It was a huge relief. But that night, I was just seething about Sophia's spitefulness. Another voicemail, different number. The voice was a little distorted, but it sounded like Caleb. "Tick-tock, Ethan, your whole life's about to fall apart. You should have just taken her back. Now you'll pay." Click, saved it, logged it. Sent it right away to my contact at the police and the DA, witness intimidation. "Nice try, you jerk." The DA's office called me in the next day. That whole thing with my job plus Caleb's threatening call, that was it. They were pressing formal charges. Felony aggravated stalking, vandalism, and they were looking into witness intimidation for Caleb. Sophia got arrested a few days later. I heard she was completely stunned. Like she really didn't think there'd be any actual consequences. Caleb got a visit from the cops too about the call. He's officially on their list now. It was just surreal to see the law actually working. All those months of documenting everything, saving files, living with the fear and stress. It worked. It freaking mattered. Trials are next. Her lawyer's gonna try the whole fragile woman scorned thing. Let them. My evidence binder is a weapon. Every lie, every threat, every violation, all time-stamped and official. She thought fear was her weapon. Nope. Her own actions did her in. All I did was point a camera and hit record. Now things are happening. An update, it's over. Finally, freaking over. The trial last month was a lot. Sophia's lawyers really played the victim. She put on an act about being a broken-hearted woman, how the texts were misunderstood, and about just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. They said I was just out for revenge. Maya bawled on the stand, talking about how much pain Sophia was in. Caleb acted like he never threatened anyone, just wanted to see how everyone was doing. It was so weak. Then the prosecutor went through everything slowly, step by step, using all the stuff I'd collected. Phone records showing the insane number of calls and texts and those awful voicemails, I'll never forget them. Then Caleb's muffled threats filled the courtroom and it was silent. You could feel the room getting tense. There was the picture of the note on my car, my own detailed log showing everything that happened. The dashcam and doorbell footage of her hanging around with her phone. The dashcam video of the parking lot. Another clear restraining order violation. The verbal threats and when she keyed my car. The audio was perfect. The police testified about every single report, every single violation. They even brought up the anonymous email to HR at my job, proving the cell tower data was bogus. Her lawyer really tried, but you can't argue with video, audio, and official reports. When I testified, I just told the facts, mostly just referencing my log. I kept my cool, just told the truth. The jury came back in under 3 hours, guilty on a felony charge, aggravated stalking, and vandalism. The sentencing was rough. The judge went off on her. He talked about her planning, the threats, the restraining order violations, and how she tried to get me fired. And he pointed out she felt no remorse whatsoever. 5 years, that's what Sophia got. 5 long, hard years in state prison. And how did she react? She completely lost it. She was screaming, crying her eyes out, pointing fingers at everyone else. "Ethan, you did this to me. You wrecked my life." Maya was just bawling. Caleb was stunned at first, then he just glared at me like I was the devil as they took Sophia away. No taking responsibility for her actions at all. Even in handcuffs, some people just never change. So the aftermath, Caleb got hit with a separate charge for trying to intimidate a witness. His case is still going. Good riddance, I say. Maya can just disappear for all I care. As for me, I'm just quiet now and exhausted. Yeah, there's relief, a whole lot of it. She can't get to me anymore. But it's not like I'm throwing a party. It just feels like I survived something. I had to move. New apartment, new phone number. I'm still working on feeling safe again. It takes time, but here's the thing. She's the one locked up now. Not because of me, but because of what she did. Justice happened. Cold and clinical. She thought fear was power. Turns out, documented evidence is what really holds the power. And now, she can't run from the truth or the punishment.